I found Revitalizing Infusions. It was back in 2019 when you guys opened. I was down on vacation with my husband, and we have a crisis situation with our son. He was in prison. I'm a mom, and at that moment, I had found out he had been handcuffed to a dental chair, and I have always struggled with depression, but that as a mom, especially with a son who had a brain tumor and has a shunt, it just hit me so hard, and I couldn't control my thoughts at that moment. I was definitely thinking suicidal thoughts. I have tried several medications outside of ketamine. I had genetic depression pretty much my whole life, and for a solid 20 years I had tried several SSRIs, probably everyone on the market. All of them literally had bad side effects. It did not work. Some of them I gained a lot of weight. Some of them made the depression worse. I'm not even kidding. You go and you take a Prozac and you see a friend over here and they take it and they feel great. But when I take a Prozac, it made me more suicidal. So I knew that SSRIs were not going to work. I have tried even down to Wellbutrin. I know that's in a different class of medications, and that was maybe 20% effective, but I had never experienced relief from depression. I didn't know what it felt like. I knew it like a touch was taken off with Wellbutrin. Went on Google when I was in Orlando, saw Revitalizing, and read up on everything and sent an email, and Mimi called me right away the next morning. My consultation process was awesome. It was very thorough, very compassionate, very loving. That really stuck out to me. I've not really been in a doctor's office that had so much passion and compassion. She answered every question I had, made me feel safe, made me feel like I could trust the practice in general. They know me by name. They ask me about things. You know if somebody cares or don't. And every single one of these people here working here definitely cares about you as a patient. I would explain the environment here at Revitalizing as very safe, very spa feeling, upscale, and extremely compassionate. Every staff member, from the providers to the people at the front desk, has a passion for why they're here, and it's my happy place. I've never had a bad experience with any staff member here. It's a very warm environment. You come in and you hear this relaxing music, and very clean, thorough. I can't say enough about the exceptional staff here. My experience with ketamine has been incredible. I have become so passionate about this because it saved my life, literally. At that time, 2019, I was a very broken person. It made me feel what I guess everybody else feels normal. I had never felt normal. I didn't feel the sadness. It wasn't immediate. It was, you have to work up to the right dosage, but it did something that no other medication has been able to do for me. It truly provided real relief and what I would call healing, because I couldn't get to the point where I could take care of myself or my body or worry about what I was eating or drinking, anything. I was just completely bombarded with depression, and ketamine was the first medication that took it away for real, and none of the side effects. I have had no negative side effects whatsoever. I've been taking this since 2019, and I can't say enough about it. I try to come monthly. I have gotten to a point where I could come every other month, and I am standing strong. I know it's still there. I know the event still happened, but it puts like a cushion between, my mind does not ever go to that dark place of taking my life, ever. And so I try to come in right now monthly, but when things at home and with him are stable, every other month would be fine. I think it depends on why you need ketamine and what your situation is. If you have tried several other medications and you've tried common sense things and you're still feeling an unusual sense of sadness and you can't shake it, and you have that thought in your brain of you're not enough, you're worthless, and all of this, you have nothing to lose. I wouldn't be alive today because this piece, this part of this tool, ketamine, if I did not have that at that moment, I probably would have given in to the terrible suicidal thought. And I couldn't take care of my husband, I couldn't take care of my kids, and it was because I was tremendously suffering with depression, crippling depression, probably for 20 years. I had no idea something like this existed and would work this well because I had just about given up on all medications. You can always say, I could go back and be a better mom, and I do say that. I wish I wasn't a mom that was depressed. I know I raised my kids with depression. Wasn't a terrible mom by no means, but it was there. And if only I had this then. So that's why I can't say enough about it, because it really does work and it's effective, and I can't thank you enough.